Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on the scam legend, the fraud god Hushpuppi, and how him pleading guilty to his crimes, you know, the 400 and something million dollar fraud ring he was involved with, him pleading guilty and admitting to what he did might be sending some other people to prison. When it comes to the world of fraud and the art of scams, there's a few names that need an honorable mention, such as Bandman Kevo, a Chicago native who back in 2014 was charged with making around $640,000 off bank fraud and what later became famously known as cracking cards. You ever seen people on Instagram showing money and debit cards saying, if you have this bank and want to make money, DM me? Yeah. Turns out Kevo was one of the pioneers, and all the social media shit that came after were people trying to follow in his footsteps and imitate what the finesse god already mastered. Sentenced to only 22 months in federal prison, Bandman Kevo is now richer than ever, making millions off teaching game on OnlyFans, and even went as far as getting a fully iced out pendant of a man wearing an anonymous mask on a laptop. A trophy only obtainable after achieving the highest levels of scammery. But like anything else in life, there's participants, professionals, and then there's the elite. Back in 2019, a special agent within the FBI assigned to a high-tech organized crime squad in Los Angeles was investigating one of these elites, a Nigerian national named Ramon Abbas, but more commonly known on Instagram as Hushpuppi. Presenting himself as a successful real estate developer living in Dubai, his lavish lifestyle could be seen in over 500 posts showing luxury vehicles priced in the hundreds of thousands. He'd wear luxury clothing from the world's most expensive designer brands, flaunt watches priced as high as the cars he drove, and would take pictures inside or in front of private jets as he traveled the world. He shared a visualization of wealth through his Instagram that amassed a following of over 2 million and the attention of the US Department of Justice. An FBI investigation revealed Hushpuppi financed his larger-than-life lifestyle by crime, alleging he is one of the leaders in a transnational network that facilitates computer intrusions, fraud schemes, money laundering, and targets victims around the world in scams designed to steal hundreds of millions of dollars. And that's exactly what he did. October 11th, 2019, he turned 37. He'd been living in a penthouse apartment at the Palazzo Versace Dubai 5-star hotel, and before going to a party in honor of his birthday hosted within the Dubai Burberry store's VIP lounge, he decided to make a post. The caption read, "As I turn a year older into my 30s today, I want to celebrate all of you out there. Those of you who mostly I have never met, spoken to, or anything, but have been a strong supporter of me through every situation until this point and still riding for me. I want you to know wherever you are that I celebrate and appreciate you today. This is our day." And that was where he fucked up. His birthday celebration gave the FBI a date, October 11th. Now all they needed was a year, and they were that much closer to identifying the man only known as Hushpuppi at that point. Instagram records showed his account had an email address named rayhushpuppi@gmail.com and a Dubai phone number listed. That same number was registered to the Snapchat account named Hushpuppi5. His email was used to open an Apple account, rayhushpuppi@icloud.com, and a second Google account was created. The account's username was God is Good Godson, and the verified email was listed as God is Good All the Time 0007@gmail.com. But despite the fake username, Apple records also had the name Ramon Abbas and the user's address as 1706 Palazzo Versace in Dubai. The FBI were able to search his email, finding booking confirmation for his hotel penthouse, flight itinerary, and more importantly, photographs of a Nigerian passport belonging to a man named Ramon Abbas with a birthday of October 11th, 1982. They now had positively identified Hushpuppi, through none other than his own Instagram and Snapchat accounts. The FBI believed between October 15th and 17th in 2019, Hushpuppi conspired to launder $396,000 fraudulently obtained from a law firm after defrauding the victim of roughly $923,000. The only problem was, instead of staying worldwide, like out of the US, he decided to violate federal law in Los Angeles County. In June of 2020, Dubai police raided his luxury penthouse, placing him under arrest in connection with the $431 million international scam. Police seized roughly $41 million in cash from the penthouse, along with the email addresses of roughly 2 million victims on 21 computers and 47 phones. Police additionally seized 13 luxury vehicles valued at $6.8 million. Shortly after his arrest, Hushpuppi would be extradited to the United States. Fast forward to 2021, Hushpuppi's name began trending yet again when documents were unsealed detailing Hushpuppi pled guilty to money laundering through cybercrimes and is facing up to 20 years in federal prison if sentenced. Other scams Hushpuppi was connected to cost his victims up to $24 million. But what came as a surprise is the news of him pleading guilty was only made public after the indictment of 6 other men in a new indictment. Apparently, Hushpuppi played a significant role in an elaborate scheme to steal more than $1.1 million from a businessman attempting to finance a school for children in Qatar. Hushpuppi admitted to his role and was initially charged in the 3-count indictment, but is now cleared of the charges, while 3 men were arrested in New York and 3 others who were named in the indictment are believed to be located in Africa. One of these men is a high-ranking Nigerian police commissioner who allegedly arrested someone after being bribed to do so by Hushpuppi. Apparently, the man was in on the scheme, turned against Hushpuppi, and tried to tip off the victim. Hushpuppi sent the police asking for proof of the arrest and a long prison sentence, similar to one convicted in Nigeria of armed robbery. While the police commissioner denies any wrongdoing, it's unclear how much information became known through investigation, or if Hushpuppi gave information to save himself from a second indictment in the hopes of a lesser punishment come sentencing day. Electronic messages were recovered, with the police commissioner messaging Hushpuppi, telling him the man was arrested and is in his cell, even providing a picture. Hushpuppi went on to say, "Please, sir, I want to spend money to send this boy to jail. Let him go for a very long time. Let me know how I can send the money to the team, sir. Let them deal with him like an armed robber." So while Hushpuppi paid to send a man to prison, he's now facing time in prison himself. And it's looking like his cooperation with admitting to his involvement in other crimes has 6 other men possibly facing decades in prison. Now, this case alone there's so much to cover. He was involved in so many different things, from in the US to Nigeria to Europe. I mean, he was doing the damn thing. This man was an elite level fraudster, scammer, whatever you want to call him. But after he was caught in Dubai with 40 something million in cash in his penthouse, extradited to the US, he's pled guilty. Federal crimes, almost everybody pleads guilty. That's why the conviction rate is so high. But through him pleading guilty, he's admitted to other crimes, his participation, and all of a sudden they have an indictment for 6 other people. One that he was initially charged in on 3 different counts, and now he's been cleared of those charges. That does not sound good. Being someone that's been to prison, it sounds as if he's given up information. He's pointed the finger and said, hey, this, and that happened. These are the people that are involved. Don't put it on me, and hopefully I look good in court. But there isn't proof of that. There's only allegation. Nothing has said that he snitched. So I'm just going to make that clear. I'm not saying that he snitched, but it doesn't look good that he isn't indicted on that second thing that he's admitted involvement to. But the fact that you bribed police to go and arrest somebody else, I mean, you're playing dirty. It's a dirty game, it's a dirty world, but I'll let y'all come to y'all own conclusions on how the game should be played. I mean, this motherfucker made millions on millions on millions of dollars. He's facing up to 20 years in prison though. I don't know if it was worth it, but hey, it's 1090J. I'm rocking with y'all like y'all rocking with me. Till next time.